LR, the Liberal Redneck here. Coming to you from a country where the new movie Oppenheimer has reopened the age-old question. Were we right to use the atomic bomb against Japan? The opinion is sharply divided even among my own family members. My mother thought Harry Truman was a god for using it to end World War II. Her opinion was greatly influenced by the fact that my father was a Marine stationed in the South Pacific. They were not yet married when it happened, but were planning to do so whenever he came home from the war, and she was terrified that an extended war would make him a casualty. Japan had declared they would defend their nation to the last man. An extended fight would have resulted in a great many more American soldiers dying, according to our military experts. On the other hand, after seeing photographs of the total devastation inflicted on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, including thousands of dead civilians, my wife feels that it was the worst decision in the history of the world. I respect my wife's feelings, but in this case, I have to side with my mother because I might not be here otherwise. At the same time, I have to admit having enormous anxiety during the Cuban Missile Crisis, being fully aware that America had opened the door to nuclear warfare with a decision to use the bomb against Japan. More recently, I was aghast when the idiot Trump suggested nuking hurricanes to stop them advancing on our country. Such an ignorant idea would have spread radiation fallout over most of our nation. Now that Russia is getting beaten back by Ukraine, Putin has begun threatening to use nuclear weapons against them. That would not bode well for Ukraine or Russia. If there had been a Soviet nuclear attack during the Cuban Missile Crisis, the U.S. would have sent more than 3,200 nuclear weapons to 1,060 targets in the Soviet Union, China, and other communist countries in Asia and Europe. The Pentagon estimated that there would have been 275 million deaths in China and Russia, with 50 million more dead in another 6 months. Roughly half the populations of both countries at the time. Another 100 million would have died in Eastern Europe satellite countries, and 100 million more would have died in Western Europe due to radioactive fallout and Russian short-range missiles that survived the initial attack. If nuclear weapons were used today, there would be repercussions the world over. Any substantial exchange of missiles, burning cities, burning forests, would lead to catastrophic results around the world. Nuclear winter, severe and prolonged global climate cooling likely to occur after widespread firestorms following a large-scale nuclear war, would lead to agricultural failure. We have to hope that humans have enough humanity that if someone crazy wants to do something crazy, they won't follow those orders. Thanks for listening, and remember, always, always vote blue.